as you know, Mahatma Gandhi was against violent movements. So he called off non-cooperation movement when in February 1922, a crowd of peasants set fire a police station in Chauri Chaura. There they killed 22 policemen and they set the police station on fire. So when once the non-cooperation movement was over, Gandhiji's followers stressed that they should take part in elections. By being members of legislative assembly, they can raise their voice. And two important developments of 1920s was formation of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, means RSS, that was Hindu organization, and formation of Communist Party. And in decades closed with the Congress resolving to fight for Purna Swaraj. So in 26 January 1930, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru, Congress observed 26 January 1930 as Independence Day. They declared themselves independent. And then Purna Swaraj, they declared themselves independent. Then Congress demanded Purna Swaraj, but they declared that it could not be achieved without any action. So Gandhiji started salt law breaking. They started one march from their ashram Sabarmati to coastal town Dandi. So Dandi was the name of coastal town where he went by marching. Gandhiji and his followers marched for over 240 miles. Many people joined them on their way. There they prepared salt from seawater by boiling seawater. Peasants, tribals and women participated in large number in that movement. And then combined struggle of Indians bore fruit. Government of India Act of 1935 prescribed provincial autonomy, and the government announced that in provincial legislature, Congress formed government in 7 out of 11 provinces. In that election, out of 11 provinces, Congress formed government in 7 provinces. Then in September 1939, 2 years of Congress rule in these provinces, Second World War broke out. And the Congress leaders were ready to support the British war, but in return they wanted that India be granted independence after the war. But they did not fulfill their promise after the war. So nationalist leaders become annoyed and they started Quit India movement. Mahatma Gandhi decided to initiate a new phase of movement against the British. The British must quit India immediately, he told. And to the people he said, do or die. Means they were in favor of full independence. They did not want participation in legislation, but they demanded complete independence, and they told Britishers to leave India. The first response of the British was severe repression. British tried to suppress that revolt, and by the end of 1943, over 90,000 people were arrested and around 1,000 people were killed in police firing. And in many areas, orders were given to machine gun crowds from airplanes. The rebellion, however, ultimately brought the Raj to its knees, means people were ready to die, but they were not ready to leave their movement. Then, towards independence and partition. Meanwhile, in 1940, Muslim League had moved a resolution and demanded independent state for Muslims. From the late 1930s, League began to viewing that Muslim as separate nation from Hindus. Means they were viewing separate nation for Muslim community, because they were having the view that Muslims were minority and they would always have to play second fiddle in any democratic structure. So they did not want to become second fiddle. That's why they were demanding for separate nation for Muslims. The Congress failure to mobilize Muslim masses in 1930s allowed the League to widen its social support, and election to the provinces were held in 1946 again, and the Congress did well in general constituencies, but the League's success in reserved seats for Muslim was spectacular. So they were losing elections because of becoming a minority community. That's why they were not ready to leave their demand of Muslim state. So partition was now more or less inevitable. Then, after the failure of cabinet mission, the Muslim League decided on mass agitation for winning its Pakistan demand, and it announced 16 August 1946 as Direct Action Day. On 16 August, riots broken in Calcutta. As a result, death of thousands people, and by March 1947, violence spread in different parts of northern India. Many 100,000 people were killed. Numerous women had to face untold brutalities. During the partition, millions of people were forced to flee their homes. And after that large scale brutalities and deaths, a new country born, that was Pakistan. So the joy of our country's independence from British came mixed with pain and violence of partition. So India got independence in 1947, but India was divided into two parts, India and Pakistan.